Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a dubbing brush, this stonfo dubbing brush maker. I bought this as a kit, and also I purchased this turbo spinner separately. You don't have to. The kit comes with this little hook on the end where you can fit into your vise if you have a rotary vise. This works so much easier. Okay, I'm using wire. It's 30 gauge stainless wire, so it shouldn't rust. It's nice and thin, flexible, but yet strong enough. You wrap it around the hook, give it a few spins to get it started. It fell off. Now this end is your compression spring, which keeps pressure on your wire. Lock it in place. That'll keep the right amount of pressure on it until you get it started. You use a clip to hold the wire down, a bit of pressure. Raise the table up so the wire fits in that little groove. Okay, so now just take some deer hair. And get a comb. Comb out the underfur. It'll spin better. Okay. I'm going to lay the deer hair across the wire, pretty much 50-50. Now, for some reason you want it longer, you can always lay it down like 60-40, 70-30, whatever, to give you longer fibers. I do that sometimes with my synthetic fibers. Okay. Another bunch of deer hair. Take it at the underfur. What you're looking for is a nice even coat all the way along. You don't want it too thick, because the core of your brush gets too thick. It'll end up thick like chenille and harder to wrap, and it doesn't look as well. Cut a little bit and come back down. You can put flash in with this if you like, or just the straight deer hair. This makes for a quick dubbing brush where you can make Carter's bugs or something similar. Okay, so for the deer hair, so now I take my wire, lift it back up, and I use some wax, some tacky dubbing wax. This is waspy. Rub it on the wire, bring it back, and hook it around the hook. To do that, I give the turbo spinner a few turns, 3 or 4 turns. That just helps lock it in. And I take my cutting pliers, I cut the wire. You don't want to use scissors. It'll only dull you. Okay, drop your tray, and you're going to spin your turbo spinner. And the more you spin it, the higher this leg here comes off the ground. what I look for is nice tight wraps here, and they're not going to be as tight on this end because it's further away from the spinner. So I'll wait till I get a nice tight wrap on this side. Now I take my Allen key and I loosen off the spring. Now I spin until I get the spring pretty much compressed all the way. As you can see, you got a nice dubbing brush there. I take my cutters, the end piece in the garbage, and there you go. There's your dubbing brush. Nice and flexible. What you do, cut that off, tie that onto your hook shank, wrap it. As you do, just palmer your hair back, and no time you'll have a decent Carter's